Broomfield, Colorado. A cybersecurity analyst who was once featured as a rising talent in articles published by the Associated Press and Colorado Sun was revealed to be a member of the now compromised anti-white extremist organization, the American Iron Front, AIF. Leaked chats revealed that the young black hat divulged customer secrets to fellow Antifa and allegedly reported a J6 dissident to the FBI. Thanks to information obtained by the online activist groups Patriot Youth and the Appalachian Archive, the Justice Report was able to independently verify that 23-year-old Nathan Edward Shelley of Broomfield, Colorado, a cybersecurity SOC analyst working for the cloud management firm Eviden, used his position within the company to divulge customer secrets to fellow members of the AIF. According to his own admissions in the chat, Shelley even planned on contacting the FBI when privileged financial records of one of his customers appeared to align with the infamous January 6th Capitol protest. Hiding behind the anonymous username Acrioni, Shelley would reveal his flagrant disregard for company ethics in a series of self-admissions made to AIF's security chat, a place where Antifa shares online tools to shore up InfoSec and shrink the digital footprints of its members. "I've got a job that lets me see the file directories of end users," bragged Shelley in a now-leaked post dated May 3rd. "Straight up saw an LEO have a reimbursement report for traveling expenses to the Capitol insurrection today. POS put his fascist BS on the taxpayer. ACAB, SMH. Fellow AIF member Avoid Oblivion soon replied, suggesting that Shelley report them to the FBI. All insurrectionists deserve punishment. He added, "That's what I was thinking. I've got to be sure I don't leave any trace at work and to report anonymously," said Shelley. Shelley's claims of being able to peer into sensitive customer information would prove to be anything but online bluster. Since May of 2023, Shelley has been employed by Atos, a massive European IT firm based out of Paris that contracts with customers worldwide. According to an article by the Colorado Sun, Shelley's job is to monitor public sector accounts, including those belonging to local government agencies. With the help of various online tools and the power of artificial intelligence programs, analysts like Shelley make sure the data stored inside the cloud are free from the eyes of snoopers, hackers, and other cybercriminals. Ironically, this would include left-wing extremists like Shelley himself. "We monitor public sector clouds," said Shelley in an interview with the Colorado Sun in June of 2022. "We are responsible for monitoring log traffic and determining if there are false positives or true positives." ATO's employees like Shelley reportedly spend hours peering through the online activity of various customers and respond when issues or concerns arise. With near unlimited access to customer data suspended in Atos's cloud, Shelley's abuse of proprietary technology and the divulging of law enforcement secrets to fellow Antifa and the FBI would be a massive breach of customer privacy and a clear violation of ATO's stated mission of governance and digital trust, per their website. ATO strives to be recognized as a trustworthy digital company for corporate governance, ethics, and data safety. "We comply with best-in-class corporate governance standards and are part of various initiatives dedicated to security, ethics, and equity within digital services." An anonymous tip by Shelley would merely add another name to the laundry list of conservatives and other right-wing individuals currently facing years of prison time and extrajudicial torture inside D.C. jailhouses. According to reports, more than 1,100 people have been charged so far in connection to the infamous January 6, 2021 Stop the Steal protest, which saw hundreds enter the U.S. Capitol building, many peacefully. Among those charged, over 30 were confirmed to have been off-duty members of law enforcement. While trials for those accused continue to this day, heavy-handed sentences imposed by federal courts and tyrannical methods of investigation by the FBI have left many stunned and outraged. Some of the defendants would be found guilty and sentenced, despite evidence proving that they never entered the Capitol building themselves. "I've got to be sure I don't leave any trace at work, and to report anonymously." As it turns out, Shelley would find himself to be in good company as a member of the American Iron Front. Elsewhere in the now leaked Discord chats, other AIF members openly discussed their willingness to collaborate with the FBI. Earlier in the year, in a post dated February 27th, two AIF Antifa members openly expressed interest in doxing an unidentified 65-year-old USMC veteran and reporting him to the often controversial U.S. intelligence agency just for shits and giggles. Just for shits and giggles, you should report him to the FBI to see if anything comes of it, remarked AIF member Avoid Oblivion. If not, I can do it. I have their website up for reporting tips. Should I submit the tip anonymously or include my name? They claim that including your personal info can help with the investigation, but if all I am doing is sharing threats, then there is nothing they need to contact me over, he added. It's unclear if Shelley followed through with his plan of submitting an anonymous tip to the FBI, or whether or not the LEO he was referring to even attended the January 6th Capitol protest. Questions arose, however, as to what other privileged information Shelley might have divulged in private and to whom. Merely expressing the desire to assume a role as an FBI informant in an anti-fascist space is enough to sound alarm bells, and appears to track with other instances of Antifa and law enforcement collaboration that has occurred in recent memory. In April, the heavily armed Antifa paramilitary organization, the John Brown Gun Club, JBGC, became embroiled in a scandal after it was revealed that members of its Washington, D.C. chapter informed on a militant transsexual to the FBI. According to reports, the decision was made after a fellow transsexual activist made a series of concerning social media posts. The stigma of being labeled an FBI collaborator was so great that the JBGC chapter was forced to temporarily close its doors after the decision went public. The militant transsexual was released without charges. According to a bombshell report by the Idaho Tribune, it was revealed that in 2022, a different Antifa cell was regularly providing information to the Coeur d'Alene Police Department. Official documents obtained by a Freedom of Information Act FOIA request revealed that the group was listed as an official source prior to the mass arrest of 31 members of the street activist group Patriot Front. Famously, the group was en route to protest a family-friendly Pride event before being suddenly intercepted by local police in North Idaho. The investigation. The Justice Report's team of researchers and independent journalists were able to effortlessly confirm Shelley as the man behind the Acreoni username after a quick Google search revealed that Shelley had used the same username across multiple social media platforms, including a personal Reddit. After combing through publicly available information, it wasn't long before we were in possession of Shelley's personal Facebook and a now-deleted LinkedIn, which revealed diplomas, work history, and confirmed many of the staggering admissions Shelley made in the Discord. Hey everybody, I'm Nathan. He, him. He happily confessed in a March 8th post to AIF's introductions chat. I have skills as a cybersecurity analyst and use OSINT professionally to identify threat actors. I'm 23 years old with a BS in cybersecurity and work full-time at a 24/7 security operations center servicing public sector clients. Despite being employed in the realm of cybersecurity, Shelley's social media posts, many of which share the Acreoni username, made it easier than ever to link his anti-fascist persona to a flesh-and-blood person. Within minutes, we were granted a unique view into the life of an anti-white extremist, whose love of firearms, motorcycles, My Little Pony, and displays of vandalism were on full display in every corner of the World Wide Web. In a July 28, 2021 post made to his personal Twitter account, Shelley's seething hatred of police was echoed when he once commented, "It's time to fire your officers at APD Chief Wilson. No severance, no bailouts, only jail time." His anger was directed toward former Aurora, Colorado Police Chief Vanessa Wilson, whose officers used physical force to restrain a suspect that was perceived to be unjustified. Shelley currently lives in Broomfield, Colorado, a northern suburb of Denver, which, according to population estimates by the U.S. Census, currently clocks in at a safe and comfortable 86.7% white. He graduated from Estes Park High School and went on to earn a Bachelor of Science from Metropolitan State University of Denver. He would follow that up with an Associate Degree of Arts from Front Range Community College in the spring of 2023. Currently, he makes approximately $82K a year working for Evident, a subsidiary company of ATO's, as a data analyst, but has been known to make money on the side by selling his used underwear on the clothing sales app Poshmark. He is dating Claire, a female VTuber, better known as @Catnipsters. Some people believe that being a patriot means loyalty to whoever is in charge, no matter who they are. I disagree, said alleged federal informant Nathan Edward Shelley on his personal Twitter account. Patriotism is about being loyal to the country's ideals, and sometimes that means standing up to those in charge who don't share that loyalty. The deeply disturbed AIF, which has been labeled a terrorist cell by the Anti-White Hate Monitor, the William McKinley Institute, WMKI, has quickly come under fire from those opposed to leftist extremism after the group's Discord server was leaked to the public. While it's been less than 2 weeks since the information was made available, users have already begun to scan through the chat logs for compromising information. So far, their tireless work has uncovered abhorrent calls for violence, revealed intricate doxing campaigns of pro-white activists, and even found discussions amongst AIF members on how to create improvised weapons and even bombs. Nathan Edward Shelley's unmasking as a clandestine agent of the AIF comes on the heels of 2 other high-profile revelations only made possible by the leaked Discord chats. On Monday, it was revealed that fellow AIF member Johnny's715 was none other than John Zach Ortiz of San Francisco, California, a regional coordinator for the Central Pacific branch of the ADL. On Thursday, the violent Antifa street militant with ties to riots, doxing, harassment, and social media deplatforming was Adam McIntyre Ross of Rochester, New York. Known only as 8-Man, McIntyre Ross would turn out to have intimate access to children as a middle school art teacher for the Rochester City School District.